and then for something a little different. Last time I built a PC from scratch was over 20 years ago. Back then we were dealing with Pentium 2 CPUs, which kind of reminds me of a Nintendo game cartridge. We were also trying to have to fight up with the IDE cables and master and slave drive settings and all that kind of stuff. The principles are still the same today, but the technology is quite different. There's none of that madness that you have to do. Also back then, hard drives were measured in gigabytes, not terabytes. RAM was measured in megs, not gigs. And CPU was in megahertz, not gigahertz. So technology has progressed quite a bit. So why am I building this computer? I've got some GoPros now. Took a trip, went to Iceland, fantastic. But I realized that on the laptop I was using to edit the movies on, I cannot open 4K videos on it. It struggles. It really does. So I decided I'm gonna get a computer to do video editing, and I'm also gonna get back into gaming a little bit. I was previously into like PlayStation 2 and 3, so I decided, well, give this a shot. I decided to buy everything locally. So did all of my research, and I want to say a big shout out to BeijingBestBuy.com. Fantastic service. Placed the order around 4 p.m. and they called me back almost instantly to say, yes, we'll bring your stuff right now. So that was top notch for them. So what do you need? You need 7 things to build a computer. First of all, you need a case to put everything in. So in this case, pun intended, I went with the Cooler Master half 912. Nice case. I'm not going RGB or anything just yet. I just wanted something to get started. Then you need a motherboard to put everything on. The motherboard I went with was the Gigabyte GAB350M Gaming 3. This supports the AMD M4 socket, and it also has a M.2 slot for later on. Third thing you need is CPU and cooling. Now I decided to go with Team Red this time around, so I went with AMD Ryzen 5 1400. This is a quad-core CPU, and it also comes with a fan, so that was a good bonus. The fourth thing you need is RAM. I have some Crucial DDR4 2400, so I have 16 gigs, so 2 8 sticks of RAM. Fifth thing you need is a video card, and this is where the biggest single expense of this build is. Again, going with AMD, I decided to get a Radeon RX 570, and that is 8 gig of DDR5. So this should be able to handle the games and also the 4K editing without any problems. Sixth thing you need is storage. So I wanted to go with SSD this time around. So I went with a Crucial MX300, and that's a 525 gig SSD. And the final thing you need is a power supply to power everything. Now the power supply you get would be based on the video card. So I needed something with at least 500 watts for the video card. So I went with EVGA 600 bronze. It's not modular. There's the ketchup and mustard cables, but at least they're kind of covered somewhat in some black mesh, so it doesn't look too bad on the inside. So that's my parts list, my 7 things. I'm going to be doing video a little bit later on some upgrades that I've done since the build, so you can stay tuned for that. So now here is the build itself.
Shut up and sit down. Shut up and sit down. Shut up and sit down. Shut up and sit down.